today. So I work at Global App Testing, and we test a lot of apps globally. And the benefit of this is that we're exposed to different kinds of testing and different creative ways how our customers find to use the global crowd to drive their product growth. And I want to talk to you about a particular kind of testing today, which is testing for discovery. So as opposed to testing for quality, which is the normal kind of well understood type of testing, where you are trying to verify that the functionality is working correctly and find bugs and problems that you can fix. Testing for discovery has a different goal. You're trying to find insights that will help you gain additional understanding of your users, your competition, your market, and your own product. So let me give you an example. So last year, we were working with a company. It's a B2C company, and they were looking to improve their conversion rate of the sign-up flow. So from discovering the product all the way to finalizing the sign-up and adding a payment method. So they wanted to improve the amount of conversions through that funnel. So what we did, the testing that we helped them design, is gathered a group of testers and we gave them a task. Sign up for this product all the way through to the end with no guidance on how to exactly to do it. They needed to record the entire process. Throughout the process, they needed to report any issues that they come across, not just functional issues where something's not working, but things like, oh, it's not very clear, the messaging is not very clear, or the functionality is not very usable, or it could be improved in terms of accessibility, things like that. And finally, share their some ideas on how to improve the flow. As a result of that testing, we've been able to find usability issues to improve the easiness of the setup. We found some messaging that was not entirely clear throughout the process, and there were even some functional problems, particularly with one of the payment methods that was also reported to the client. So the client was able to fix those problems, and since the test was already set up, they're able to rerun the test again after those problems are fixed to gain evidence that the problems are indeed not affecting the sign-up flow anymore. So through this, they also saw an improvement in the conversion rates like they expected. So this example is more simple and straightforward. Let me give you a slightly more complex example. So this time it's a different company, a well-known brand. Let's say it's a design tool that in this particular instance was focusing on how to be the easiest to use on the market. So in order to drive testing for this, we collected a group of testers and we gave them 3 products to test with, which was the customer's product and 2 competitors, and the testers had no knowledge which one is which. And they needed to complete a task, the same task in all 3 tools, which is design a simple postcard. And after that, they needed to complete a questionnaire to answer specific questions about their experience. So things like, which tool was the easiest to use? Which tool did you enjoy the most? Which tool resulted in the best result? Which tool would you recommend to a friend who is not very tech savvy? Things like that. And we designed the questionnaire in such a way that it was collecting not just qualitative data like, text fields essentially, but also quantitative information, so numeric data, so scores and percentages, things like that. So through this, we were able to provide a visibility of both what the current performance of this product against competition in the area of focus, which is easiness to use, is, and also lots of ideas and insight on how to improve it. So after the customer works on improving the easiness using the insight generated, they're able to repeat the test again. So the repeat tests provide the measurement of the change of the performance and evidence of the impact on solving the problems that were highlighted. And the customer was able to continue to iterate on this until they achieved desired result, and it was clear from the evidence and from the measurements that that was successful. So hopefully through these couple of examples, I've given you some ideas of how you can use testing to improve your understanding of your users and drive your product growth. Setting up such tests can be challenging. There's a lot of things to do, and in terms of logistics, recruiting participants, paying them, designing tests, aggregating the results, working with a provider like ourselves can make it much easier. However, even if you do it yourself, the value from the discovery that you can get from this can significantly outweigh the efforts that you put in.